Hello there, welcome to Everything Defensive Carry. On this channel, what we're going to attempt to do is to be as real as possible and talk about things that concern people on an everyday basis who conceal carry. We're not going to fake anything, we're not going to have any do-overs. If you see me miss something on target or a gun jam or fail, hey, that's just the way it happened. So with that said, I would like to start out by talking about pocket guns. Now, pocket guns are the topic of hot debate just about in just about every circle, on forums, magazines, everywhere. Pocket guns have pros and cons, just like everything else, and they have their place. I pocket carry a lot, as I suspect many people probably do, based on various reasons, especially working in or having to go to non-permissive environments where they still want to be armed, but they absolutely can't be found out. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Now, my favorite pocket gun is the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. It's empty. This is a gun that I carry just about every day. It's not my favorite carry gun. I also have a Glock 26 that I carry appendix, and my favorite Colt 1911 M45 ACP. Okay guys, the problem with these guns is that they're not the best gun for every situation, regardless of how much I like the gun or the caliber itself. Sometimes the little 380 or 32 in your pocket gives you advantages that you can't otherwise have with a larger gun. You guys forgive the rooster. He's a little bit territorial and he's a little noisy, so just try to ignore him. But anyway, so let's get right to this. Now, one of the advantages of pocket carry is, of course, it can be carried ultra concealed. I carry mine in a sticky holster in the pocket, so I'm going to go hot. I'm going to load him up. I'm practicing with my carry ammo, hollow points. I do this about every month. I got 3 magazines for this little gun. I'll fire 18 rounds of my carry ammo just to make sure everything's working reliably and that there's no problems. So, now, this target is about 3 yards. I've laid down a tape measure from 77 feet starting on the other side of my carport to the target, so we're at about 67. So that's just a little over 3 yards. So let's see what we can expect with a pocket gun. Let me put in my earplugs from a standing position. Okay, here we go. Okay folks, the time on this was it was a sub-second draw time and hit. You want to see it? 0.92 seconds. That's not particularly fast, but that's for demonstrational purposes only. You can see that fire from the pocket can be done very easily with a sub-second time. Now let's try drawing from appendix carry and see what our time is from concealed. Okay, we're at 1.38 seconds. 1.38. Now, like I said, that's not setting the world on fire, but we're trying to hit the target, accurate fire, and be fairly quick and safe. So now we'll try with the Colt 1911. We'll see what kind of time I can get with that. Okay, you can see It's almost centered. The time was 1.84. 1.84. Now some people will make the argument, and rightly so, that you've got to have your hand on the gun in your pocket before that draw time is faster than concealed carry on the belt. There's a couple of things that you've got to consider. If you're walking through a parking lot, let's say you're leaving work late at night or you're in a bad part of town, whatever the case may be, and you find yourself in an area where there's some suspicious people who you don't trust, who make your awareness kick in, you've got this gun on your side that's buried underneath your clothing, okay? Possibly your coat, if it's wintertime, or just a shirt like this if it's summertime. To have quick access to that weapon, you would almost have to have your hand on that too. The problem is this right here doesn't look right. Okay, that will get you some attention, I will guarantee it. Likewise, appendix carry. You can't walk with your hand on your gun like that. But with pocket carry, you can put your hand in your pocket, and I can walk along. This right here doesn't raise any eyebrows, suspicion from anybody. Okay, so that's an advantage of pocket carry. Right now there's a lot of active shooting situations that we're hearing about on the news, and a lot of people have a concern that if they're in an active shooter situation, that a pocket gun won't be sufficient. They're hard to shoot. They're hard to shoot accurately. They're lacking in power. On and on and on. We hear this. Okay. The problem with that is it's usually spoken by people who really don't know what they're talking about. They've either not mastered the pocket gun, they've never tried it, or they're just regurgitating what somebody else has said. Now I will agree that a pocket gun is lacking in power. Okay, but no matter what we decide to carry, there's trade-offs. All right. If I can't conceal my 1911 or my Glock on the belt, IWB, then, and I have to resort to pocket carry, then I have to make do with that, as many people do every day. Well, let's see what pocket carry can really do. I'm going to patch up the target. I'm going to go back 25 yards, okay? 25 yards, folks, with the little pocket gun. And let's see, and I want you to see how big this target is in comparison to my body, okay, for reference. So I'm going to walk back 25 yards at 77 feet, or 77 feet. Okay, let's see what we can do with 25 yards with the pocket gun. I believe that was 5 shots. Let's go see what we did. Okay, as you can see, I've got 1 hit on the target, and I've got 4 holes on the target. So at 25 yards, I think that we can keep an active shooter dancing around pretty good, if not take him out. So let's not discount the pocket pistol and what we can achieve with it if we're willing to put in the time and the practice. Okay, we'd all rather carry a 1911 or a Glock, but sometimes this is what we have to that's what we have to settle for. This is what we have. And I believe a gun like this is probably being carried by most people in the United States on a daily basis. So thanks for watching. If you got something out of this, let me know. Any suggestions, put them in the box. I welcome your comments, whether they be good or whether they be bad. And remember, before you try anything at home that you see me do or anybody else do, make sure that you understand proper gun handling skills, that you've had some type of training so you don't get hurt. Okay, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.